Hi, my name is Ali, and in this video I would like to introduce you to the Smart Money Assistant indicator of the cTrader platform. Stay tuned. Smart money is capital placed in the market by institutional investors, market makers, central banks, funds, and other financial professionals. Smart money actually refers to money that influences and drives the financial markets managed by central banks. The purpose of smart money is to understand where the liquidity is. According to Mr. Michael, the founder of ICT, if I do not know what liquidity is, know that you are liquidity. Liquidity is actually the place where most traders stop, and if you can correctly identify these areas, you will become a professional trader. Trend recognition in smart money. Trend recognition in smart money is like trend recognition in the classic style. In the uptrend of the market, highs and lows are formed one above the other. In the downtrend, lows and highs are formed one below the other. The previous break of the high in the uptrend and the previous break of the low in the downtrend are referred to as BOS. CHOCH is also referred to as a reversal when the price fails to form a new higher high or lower low. It then breaks the pattern and begins to move in a different direction. On which markets does smart money work? Smart money is based on price action and can be used to analyze all financial markets such as the stock market and cryptocurrencies. If you can specialize in it, you no longer need additional tools for chart analysis and identifying supply and demand zones. Smart money has simple concepts that help traders better understand price behavior. By analyzing the activities of market giants, traders can better time their entries and exits and potentially improve their trading results. How to trade with smart money. I am not going to lecture you about smart money in this video, and there are many good resources on YouTube and other websites that you can follow and learn about smart money. But in short, smart money gives you very clear areas such as FVGs and order blocks, where you can trade with a high probability of success, in addition to various events such as BOS and CHOCH. As I said, smart money teaches you where the liquidity is so that you can easily identify the trade entry point, stop loss, and take profit on the chart. The Smart Money Assistant indicator has been developed based on these concepts, and it has tried to show smart money traders the simplicity and high accuracy of different areas of the chart to help them understand the price movement. Who is this indicator useful for? This indicator is useful for all traders who are familiar with price action and the basic concepts of smart money, such as FVG and order block. You can easily recognize the structure of the market with the help of the tools this indicator provides you with. This indicator has more features that I will explain in this video, and I will explain the settings that you can make in this indicator. After installing the indicator, a user panel is displayed on the chart. This panel is used to simplify the settings in this indicator and makes it easier for you to access the indicator settings. You can use the FVG button to switch the fair value gap areas in the chart on or off. With the OB button, you can switch the order block areas of the main structure that the indicator has recognized in the chart on or off. The zigzag button allows you to see the structure of the market as a line and zigzag. This option is very useful to get an overview of the trade, and you can easily understand what you are looking for in the market. The Reports button in the panel shows you a list of alerts that the indicator has issued in the past. So if you are not near your computer when an alert occurs, or if you have added the indicator to different charts, you will know which chart the alerts relate to and when they occurred. If the bell button is active in any time frame, the indicator informs you about the events of this time frame. You can also minimize the panel by clicking on the panel header, and the small button next to the panel allows you to change the display position of the panel. Now I will explain the general settings of this indicator. In the Notification Settings section, you can manage the notifications created by this indicator. By setting the API token and the chat ID, you can set the indicator to send you the issued alert in Telegram. If the Show Message Box option is enabled, a warning message box will be displayed on the screen. By default, this message box is removed from the screen after 3 seconds. You can change the time in this section. If the Play Sound Message option is enabled, you can hear the warning in 2 ways. The indicator can read it to you,
CHOCH in Euro USD H1.
Or you can also set an audio file to be played when the event occurs. In the Internal Structure section, you can make settings related to the internal structure of the indicator. One of the important settings is the Swing Depth Indicator, which can be adjusted both in the internal structure and in the swing structure. This option is included so that you can set the depth of the market structure in the indicator, and the indicator will find the highs and lows of the chart based on them. The larger this number, the more important highs and lows will be displayed in the chart. The smaller it is, the highs and lows of the chart will be analyzed in more detail. By default, this number is set to 8 for the internal structure and 50 for the main structure. Another option that you see in this indicator, and maybe not in other indicators like Smart Money Concept, is the Flip option. I have shown you the difference between Flip and CHOCH in this picture. A flip indeed occurs in an uptrend when the price fails to form a high above the previous high and comes back and breaks through the previous low. However, in CHOCH this is different, and the price creates a high above the previous high before breaking the last valid low. The same conditions are tested in the downtrend, and the resolution of the structure can be shown as a flip or CHOCH. In the Structure Settings section, the Show Swing Points option is used to display the highs and lows of the chart, and the indicator marks them with HL, HH, LL, LH. This option marks the last important highs and lows of the chart and determines the strength and weakness of each of them based on the previous structure of the chart. You can use this information to determine which direction the price is most likely to move. Of course, using this information depends on your experience and knowledge of the market, and you need to be aware that trading is generally based on probabilities, and there is no tool that can definitively show you the price trend. The font size of the swing points can also be adjusted here. In the swing structure section, I have already explained the swing depth. You can adjust the style settings, the font size and the thickness of the main structure lines, and set the display or non-display of the individual sections depending on the strategy you are pursuing. Equal highs and lows are important points used to identify market liquidity, and these levels can be considered as support and resistance areas. As there is a lot of liquidity behind it, it can act like a magnet and pull the price towards itself. The Show EQH, EQL option is used to display or not display them in the chart. The threshold option allows you to set the threshold difference between high and low, which is set to 0.1 by default. The minimum distance option allows you to set the minimum distance between two highs or lows based on the number of candles, depending on your trading time frame. If you trade in lower time frames, it is better to choose higher numbers. The next options are specifically for setting the font and style of these points. Order blocks are important price levels in any chart where significant and important price movements can be observed. In short, order blocks are a powerful type of supply and demand area created by smart money that cannot be ignored. In this section, you can set the order blocks of the internal and main structure and their color. Here you can determine how long the order blocks will continue. FVG areas in the chart are considered one of the most important indicators for finding liquidity and price targets, and many profitable strategies can be implemented using them. In this indicator, you can apply different settings to these areas. In the first option, you can define how many FVG areas should be displayed at the top and bottom of the price by clicking on the FVG button in the panel. Draw the area from scratch means that the FVG areas are drawn from the beginning of the created area, or to prevent the chart from becoming blurred, the areas are displayed in a smaller size. If the option Only Display Unused FVG is activated, the indicator changes the FVG areas in each candle and does not take it into account if the price has entered parts of an FVG. With this option, you can define the minimum size of the FVG areas and remove the less important regions. The Draw Midline option allows you to draw the middle line in the FVG areas. Use this option to specify the level of the Fibonacci zones on which this line should be displayed. As you see, these options are used to define the color and style of these areas. If you want to monitor the FVG areas on the chart in a specific way with multiple time frames, and your strategy is based on these areas, it is better to use another indicator that I have developed specifically for the FVG areas. This indicator gives you more features and settings that make it easier for you to identify these areas on the chart and can give alerts in different modes. I have written a full explanation of this indicator on its page on the cTrader website, which you can read or watch as a video. In this section, you can define premium discount and equilibrium zones in the chart. Premium and discount zones in trading are broad price areas derived from the previous momentum using a modified Fibonacci retracement. Once you have activated this option, 3 price zones will be displayed on the chart. An upper zone premium, a middle zone equilibrium, and a lower zone discount. These areas give us an indication of where it is more favorable to buy or sell, and where the price is balanced. In addition, these areas can be seen as support and resistance levels, as well as liquidity levels. In the Panel Settings section, you can customize the transparency of the indicator panel, and you can also set the number of alerts that will be saved in the Report section. If you would like me to add another feature to the indicator, you can ask me to customize it for you. I am always in the process of developing useful indicators that can increase the probability of success for myself and other traders. I have an indicator for everything, and I try to update them constantly. To see all the indicators, you can visit my profile on the cTrader website and see the details of each indicator. Thank you for watching this video. Good luck and win.